guys, we just got back from a camp out, unloaded everything, so just throwed it up here in a pile. It's all here. Now I gotta get it organized and put away. So I got all this stuff. We got the big job of putting it all away. I'll get back with you once I got it all put away. Gotta get organized. Okay, I almost have all my stuff put away from camp, from going out camping. But one thing I wanted to point out, as I noticed, when you come back from camp, you got a lot of soot and stuff on your, like when we used the fire wood stove thing, a lot of soots on it, and my coffee pot and all that. So even my board. But what I did is I took like a Brillo pad and I scrubbed it really bad, so it takes all that soot kind of off of it. So when I put it away, I mean, it's still tarnished and everything, but when I put it away, it doesn't have all that soot on it. Same with my pans. I tried to scrub it as best as I could, and I scrubbed and scrubbed, but look, it's still like my pan. But that's part of camping, because we had some hot coals in that. We actually had the fire in here at one point when we was cooking something. But anyways, I mean, I scrubbed it as best I can, and maybe the next time. But it is clean and everything. But I just hate when my new pans are doing that. Same with, you know, signs of cooking and stuff. But like even with my billy pot, you'll see like in the video, I mean, this was just black charred. It was just totally black, because we literally had that right in the fire. But I mean, I scrubbed it and everything is, you know, is cleaned out as best I can clean out. It just has some stains in it, but it is clean. But I just hate that as much as I tried. Same with my board. I mean, I scrubbed as best I could, because we use this to put our hot pads on, and it gets some charcoal on it as well. But I mean, it's just signs of, you know, that you've been out camping. But I use a Brillo pad and get as much of the soot off as I can. And then, of course, you'll go back out camping again. But, yeah, one of my things I wanted to note that, you know, as much as I tried to scrub it out, you can still see a little bit of, you know, I still need a little bit more scrubbing to do. But as much as I tried to scrub them, getting ready to put them away, but I really do like this pan. We used this as a frying pan. We used it as, we actually had some fire in there cooking and stuff. That's why it's got all that in there, because we literally had the fire in there at one point, because the ground was just so wet. And we actually built our little fire in there, and it worked. But anyway, so like I said, I like to get them all scrubbed off and as best as I possibly can before I put them away. And that's how that turned out. So all right, get back with you with some other stuff later. Hey everybody, I'm working on a project today. I'm trying to get my gear room organized. So it was getting all piled up, but I want to show you what I've got done so far. So come on, come with me and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, as we come in, I've got my water. This is some extra water that we keep, so when we're ready to go, we grab some water. Here I have my canisters. These are my propane Coleman for my Coleman stove. I've got 2 more in here. I've got another one. I also have the Camp Heat or Sterno cans. So this is where I keep my canisters for my propane. I have some extra coolers here with ice packs in them. I have 2 coolers here. In this cooler, I have my eggshell to keep your eggs in at camp. I also have like a grate, which is really nice you can put your ice underneath, and then you put your meat and the things you want to keep really cold, and then you put that shelf in, and then you can put your other items on top that you want to keep cold, but not into the actual where they won't get wet. So that works really well. And then we go into my camp room. This is what I've got done so far. I'll kind of go over each category. Over here, I have just a stack of tents. We use different family camping. We go motorcycle camping. We go truck camping. So depending on what kind of camp we're going to do is what we grab. But these two smaller ones we have had on the motorcycle before, and these are very nice. I can pack these up really nice on the motorcycle. This one, two on the bottom, are my larger cabin tents. These are with screened in. Both this one's got a porch on it too. But these are both big screen tents, so they say they're 8 people tent. Then I have my 12 by 12 screen house, which is really nice for set up a kitchen set. I have two of the pop-up tents. This is a 2-man. This is a 4-man. Really comfortable to sleep in, really nice. The 4-man is actually a double walled, so it's more of a 3-season tent. Some of these are definitely summer tents. Some of them can go that extra season. Over here, we've got our sleeping bags. I just have 2 sleeping bags here, but they will zip together if we need to make one. We also have a double sleeping bag that's already zipped together. I really like this one. This one is very comfortable. I really do like this one. And I think it's a little bit warmer than these here. So these would be my summer sleeping bags. This one we could do more of a winter one or a fall one. These are our sleeping pads on this section. This one here is a sleeping pad that you pump up with your foot. This one's a self-inflating sleeping pad, self-inflating sleeping pad. This one you have to blow up. These you blow up. This one actually, down here I have 2 that you actually have to use electric to and pump it up. This one's my electric one over here. This one actually does have a hand pump. I'm sorry, this one has a hand pump. This is an extra sleeping bag. This is a warmer climate sleeping bag. I'm believing it's a 50 below or so. But this one's a heavier one. This is my son Sean's. This bag here I have all my, it's a bag of tarp straps for the hammocks. So it's got all kinds of tree straps in here. There's several different sets, but you can see I've got like my different sack of tree straps in here. So if depending on where we go, we just grab this and it could do it. And here's an actual hammock setup that's already like in a it's got the tarp with it and everything. But these are the different tarps I have. This is an extension to put 2 tarps or 2 hammocks together on one tree. So my son got us that. But this is really nice. You can put 2 hammocks on one tree. This is a rain fly for hammocks. So this is my hammock system. We also have, for when you go family camping in the vehicles, this is a hammock stand. And that's really nice to have around camp just to hang out in whenever you're not doing other things. This pile here, I've got a couple of tarps in this bag. Just some ground tarps in here. Just some, I got the different tarps in here, different sizes. And then I have, these are like moving blankets, and then I also have a floor mat to put outside the tent before we go in the tent to kind of keep your feet. This here is a 2-gallon heavy duty sprayer, and it's great to put water in, and that's how you take your showers at camp. This is just a beanbag chair. It's nice to put in the big tent, lounge around in. Over here I do have some chairs. We got these 2 we went on, can go on the motorcycle, and then we have the bigger ones that we can put camping. I've got the smaller chairs, the bigger chairs, my different chairs set up over there. Now, come back over here. This is my Mountain House. It is Mountain House food. Bucket of food that I got. It's 32 servings in there. I got some MREs in here. Just some other camp food in here. Here are my first aid kits. I've got in this drawer, this is my water filter drawer. It's got your Sawyer stuff. I got the extra emergency waters. We got 2 bladders in here. One to go hiking with, extra bladders. So this is my water system. In this drawer, I've got my knee pads, and I've got some glasses. So that drawer's just odds and ends. In this drawer here, I've got 2 lightweight bugwear outfits. These are really nice when the bugs are really out there. I got some room in here to put some other stuff I haven't put yet, but I'm not sure what else is going to go in there. This system here is my baking system. Everything in this bag here, I just kind of have my pots and pans for my baking, like my little bowls for mixing. I've got my bundt pan, my different pans. Oh, I actually have some oven mitts in here. These are some gloves for your oven. The reason I have these skewers in here is so when I can do my foil oven that I use sometimes. So that's in here. But this is my baking. I call this my baking bag because this is how I can bake things. This is another type of oven. But these all stack in here. Very nice. And I got my oven gloves in there. So I kind of, if I know I want to do some baking, I just grab this whole bag. This here is my camp kitchen checkbox. So when I'm at camp, I'll turn this on its side and it sits on the counter, but this is what it looks like. I've got drawers in here like with my foil and different things. I had this in a different video, so but it's got all my, like, some plates in here, my dishwashing stuff in here, some extra plasticware, my metal cups. Here's some scrunchies to do dishes, extra deck of cards. In here I've got some pots and pan systems, my different cook pans and my different pots, my sterno heater. I got an extra pair of gloves in there. I got another pan set in here. So these are just my pans, some of my pans. But when I go to camp, when I turn it on this side, then everything makes it real easy with the drawers. I actually have a couple extra canister or plastic things so I can put some more stuff in. I'm not sure what's going in there yet, but I have some extra containers. As we walk around here, I've got this shelf here, and it's got this tote, and in this tote I just have like my dry bags, my stuffed sacks of different sizes. I have a couple dry bags if I need them. I love these kind of bags. These actually, you get your blankets and stuff in it, but these are great to throw things in, and you just carry right to camp whatever you need. So I have that. I actually have just a couple extra little bags in case I want to stuff something in there. So this is my organization stuff bag. This container here, you would just grab this whole thing and take to camp. It's got my container. You put your paper plates, your napkins, some plasticware in there, and it keeps the bugs off of it and keeps them from blowing away. But that has that. Let me just set this out a second. This is like my kitchen utilities sack, and when I'm at camp, I can use this as my dishwater, but it just has, you know, all your, like a washcloth, some measuring cups, some, you know, whisks, 2 towels. It's just got these knives cut without actually cutting really, I mean, they're really sharp and they do cut. They're plastic knives, but they're nice to take to camp because you don't have to worry about getting yourself cut on them, but they will cut through things. So I got a couple of those in here. Just some stirring spoons. Like I said, a whisk. You know, another spoon. Your fork. These are just some camp utensils. Again, we got some measuring cups and spoons. I got one of these in case I want to mix up some pancake mix or something. This is always nice to have at camp. Get your little your mixer. So that's really nice. But all that fits in there. And then, like I said, when I'm at camp, I can need this basket I can take and do my dishes in it. I'd have to take all those out and just sit them in one of those other containers and then use my dishes. So I put that aside. This also has, this is a nice little thing to have. All my grill stuff goes in here, like when you're grilling. It's got your tongs, a can opener, a spatula, a slotted spoon, a nice to turn your hamburgers. There's a fork. Here is a knife. It doesn't have a sheath with it, so that's why I like those plastic ones. I don't have to worry about it. But this hangs up right where your grill's going to be. You can hang it to a tree or hang it up where your grill's going to be, and it makes it really nice. Stores up really nice. Just folds over, snaps right here, and it's really nice. So you stack it, put it here, and then you just wrap this thing around it. And this strap also helps when you're at the camp. It goes around your tree. I gotta go around this way. Let's put the buckle back in. So, there we go. And it just carries like that, but then you could use that strap to help go around the tree. Set that there for a second. I also have in this bag, this is another one of those bags that you get sheets in or something. Again, I like to use these kind of bags. The zippers are really good on them. You can see what's in there. It's got some pot holders, some dish towels, some bandanas, some extra trash bags, but that's good at camp. I got my big pot to do some big stews in, my big frying pan. I got a griddle, nice size griddle. And then I got my foil pan. And the reason I like these foil pans is whenever you get your pans off the fire and they're all that soot, you can put them in here until you get them to wash, and then all that soot's like kind of in one spot. So I like to have a disposable foil pan to put these pans when they get all fire soot and stuff on them. So these just all go back in here. Whoops, I gotta put my pan in first. So I put my grill in. I got my griddle. So I'm using basically a griddle, a frying pan, and a round pan. So this all stacks in here really neat. I put my kitchen stuff over here. Cake thing can go right here, and then these utensils go right here, and then this whole thing just packs right up, and you grab it. So I can grab this tote and that tote, and I'm ready for family camp. Down here I have, this here is a organizer that you can hang up to put stuff in as you're at camp. This here is just a table. I've got another kitchen set under here, and this is also a small table that you can set up. We've actually had this on the motorcycle and used this on the motorcycle camping as well. It's got two pockets to put your drinks in. It's got like a mesh top table, but it's really nice to put between your two chairs and have a little table. So that is my basically kitchen setup with the tables. Over here we have, this is a fire, what's this called? This is a stick stove. This here is a transfer stove. oil, like your alcohol stove. This here is like a firebox stove or your stick stove. Got a canteen here. This is some different camp cooking systems. I got like my Coleman stove in here, my Jetboil. This is my Zebra Pot pan cook set. This is just a canteen cook set. I got down here my lights and flashlights and some odds and ends. We have mosquito repellent refill things, and I got my hot hands here. Here we have my bathroom bag. Again, I like these bags. This had, I think, a sheet or something in it, but these are the nicest things to have when you buy them. But it has like some bathroom items in here and we will add more things to it, like, you know, your deodorant stuff, but that's a nice thing to have, grab. This is just a little first aid kit with some tissue paper that can go with your bathroom items. This here, again, some sheets came in this thing, and this is really nice. I love it. We put this at the end of our tent. This is like my bathroom bag. You have to go to the bathroom. This has got, those zippers are really nice, and the plastics are pretty heavy plastic, but we have, like, you know, your wet wipes in here. We've got a tissue paper in here, toilet paper, some hand sanitizer, a small shovel, because sometimes you have to shovel, guys. And then this is one of those flashlights that you hold and spin. And of course I have some antiseptic cleansing wipes. But this is a nice little bag to grab and to like have it at the end of your tent when you need to go out to the bathroom. In some places where there's not a bathroom, there it's nice to have. But you can see what's in there, and I see I need some more refill on my hand sanitizer. But you put this right at the camp door, and as the commercial with the 3 bears go, we all got to go. So there it is. You just grab it and go. This here is actually some hand soap that sometimes we set up at our dishing system to wash our hands with. Okay, this bucket here is just some odds and ends. I have like my broom and dustpan. I got a little thing of duct tape in here. Looks like I got some bug repellent stuff, or thing you plug into the socket to use your electronics. I've got some, well, that's just a plastic tablecloth. This here, I guess I got my old, this is a, with the tuna can with cardboard, and the thing, I think this was called a Vagabond stove, but that's in there. And I got 2 little saws in here, but these little saws are not the greatest, but there's something to have if you need it at camp. So this is my odds and ends, as I don't have someplace else for them. It goes in there. And then if I need to use this bucket at camp, I could. Okay, I went to that already. This here is like, I got a coffee maker in here, and it does have, like, it had 4 cups, but my cups are now in my kitchen bag. But this is just got a coffee pot, your percolator in here. So this is just a nice Wenzel coffee maker. So it's pretty big too. That's a big size pot there. But it did have the coffee cups itself that go in here. I put in my kitchen bag. I should have just kept them in here so they're all together, but if I need my coffee pot, it's right there. And then in here, I have my tool bag, and we have everything in here. It's just, we have everything. We have a saw, we got like our folding shovel, the bigger one. We have some micro cord dispenser with some cordage on it. We've got like the hammer. We've got some extra paracord in here. Some extra paracord, another folding saw. We've got different size tent pegs. Some of them are the bigger ones. Some of them are metal. We've got a hatchet in here with some paracord on there. It's just got a little bit of everything in here. Some extra paracord again. Oh yeah, these are our headlamps, aren't they? We got a headlamp in here with extra batteries and chains. Oh, and we also got another deck of cards because you never know. You might always need a card. So this is just our, I call it the tool bag because it's got a little bit of everything in it depending on what we need. And so anytime you're ready to set up your shelter, set up your camp, this is the bag we grab to whatever we need out of there. Okay, so then we start over here. This is my fire starting stuff. We got some fire starting. This is lightning flame camper special. We got these. I've got 2 of these cans in case we want to make some char cloth. This one we've already used. This one we can use, but this is just to burn some char cloth. I got this roll up bag here, and it's got some extra tent pegs in here, some carabiners in here, some twine. It's got some bungee cords here, some different paracords in here. It's actually got the emergency whistle in there. I might even have matches in there, I'm not sure. Oh, and it also has the saw, if you want to around a tree, the friction saw. So this is just some things that we might need. I think it's got an emergency blanket up here, and a rain poncho perhaps. But this just rolls right up, and you can take that right to camp and hang it up. But that just rolls right up when you're traveling. Let me move this a second. This here is some more of my fire starting stuff. I've got a bag just of odds and end fire starting stuff. I've got a couple of these lighters. I got extra lighters. I got some punk wood in here. I actually got these candle tea lights because these are nice. You never know. But this is some extra ways of starting a fire. In this bag I've got some fire matches, different types of fire matches, storm matches. I've got a baggie of some like kind of dry bird's nest stuff. This is good fire starting stuff as well. I've got some extra tools in here. I got a little can of the cotton fire starters, and then in here, whoops, this is like a lighter. You could actually carry this on your keychain if you wanted to, but oh, and I got a magnifying glass in here and a magnifying glass. But this is some fire starting items as well. This I could use to strike a
ferro
rod. But this is just some odds and ends for fire starters in here. I need to put my ferro rod in here, which I do have, which I need to organize that yet too, but I need to put a ferro rod in there. I thought I had one. Oh, there they are. Here's my ferro rods. Fire starters, these should go in this bag because this is my fire starting bag. And then in here we got some more. I saved these little shred things because this makes good fire starters. We got a box of some smoking chips because I do have some wood burning stoves and we can use those wood chips. And then this here is a can of fire starting stuff as well that we collect and can put in there to start fires. We also have a couple of these extreme fire starter things. We've got some of these fire cubes. We've got some homemade fire starting cotton rounds with wax on them. We made some homemade dryer lint with wax on them. These are some matches with toilet paper and wax on them. So these are just different fire starting things I have too. Oh, and this is another one of those bricks. So all of this is my fire starting stuff. Some of it's do-it-yourself projects and some of it's store-bought projects. These light up really nice. You light this up, good. But like I said, some of it's DIY, do it yourself. Some of it's store-bought. So we just have a little bit. Put all this back, but this is my fire starting kit stuff. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so now this shelf, it's just got a bucket of some string and stuff. And again, I got another one of these micro cord dispensers. So this is also cordage or rope. So sometimes we have extra one of those. So I'll put that back. Right here I have a portable grill and a 3-burner side burner. But this is my room so far. I got a lot of organizations to do. That there is just a bed frame that I took down so that I could use this room for my gear room. So that is my gear room. And like I said, I still got a lot of organizations to do yet. I'm just starting. So this is what I've got so far.